Hi everyone, my name is Fritz. I'll give you a brief update on 3 years of Zenjob. There are actually some free places here in the front in case you don't want to stand. Right, so Zenjob, we are an on-demand staffing platform. What we do is we fill open shifts for companies from the hospitality, logistics or retail sector with students looking for flexible work. Imagine you're the manager of a fashion store, of a big brand, somewhere in the city center. In the morning you open your phone, your emails, and you find out 5 people are calling in sick. And it's summer sale. So what do? Basically, there's not much you can do. Now, how cool would it be if you could solve this problem with one click? And that's why we started Zenjob. This problem I just mentioned, and as you have heard before, is actually not a problem that just a few people have. It's a huge problem, and it's across all industries. Companies such as hotels, logistics centers have their fixed staff, but then there's the volatility in supply and demand of workforce and of work. And ultimately, these companies cannot deal with it. It's super hard to predict. The predictability gets even harder every day. It's impossible to find staff for the very same day. And it's also very, very hard to hire people for just a day or a short amount of time. Traditionally, this problem, as you know, or as you have heard, is solved by temp agencies. With the increasing globalization, though, and digitization, companies have a very hard time to cope with this increasing volatility. And so, the problem this 130 billion market is facing is something that is not solved by the incumbent players. And now let me show you how we solve this at Zenjob. When we started, we actually had no idea how much companies were suffering. And we figured out that there are 3 dimensions that are really important. Think about the example I told you. First of all, it's about the speed. If you need staff, you want to have the staff as soon as you can. Then it's about the quality of the people. You want to have excellent people. And finally, it's also about the hassle. You don't want to start with fax or phone or pen and paper. And what we did is we started to digitize the complete process end to end, with the hiring, the interviewing, up to the payrolling. So by now, we can actually staff open shifts in less than 5 hours, more than 50%. Because of our matching algorithms and because of smart reviewing and rating possibilities that we enable, we can actually ensure a very high standard and quality of the people that we send. And obviously, by becoming a paperless company, this is not only faster and not only a better quality, it's very seamless and it's a very, very good experience for our customers. It's about technology, but it's not about just any technology. When we started, and since today, we work very closely with our customers, and anything that we launch, anything that we provide, we strongly connect it to the retention of our customers. You see, you saw the size of the market, and I guess you can sort of gather the opportunity. But for us, it's not about building a temp agency. For us, it's about improving the future of work with technology. And this is why we closely look at the retention, and this is why we closely connect our product and our features to the satisfaction of our customers. Nevertheless, of course, traction is important for us. As I mentioned, we are in business now for pretty much exactly 3 years. You can see the revenue growth from May to April. We've just sort of completed the third set of the 12 months. We show a solid traction, and we plan to continue with our strong growth record. What I said initially is to manage your jobs with a click. And I gave you that example. Actually, this is not a made-up example. So this manager of a fashion store, she actually exists. Her name is Julia. She's 38. She's running a huge fashion store at Berlin Alexanderplatz, not too far from here. And since she is using Zenjob, her life has drastically improved. And this is why at Zenjob, we talk about this set of work, life, and innovation. Thank you very much.